Reezy,
Yeah,
YungKiddReezy.
YungKiddReezy.
What's good, bro?
I'm cozy, cuz.
Number one. I just want to say thank you for coming, my G.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate you being here, dog.
Oh, yeah?
100, 100. Okay, dog. I always interact with my audience, nah?
Uh-huh.
And the one name that kept coming up through my audience was YungKiddReezy.
Oh,
Young
yeah?
Kid Reezy. It was YungKiddReezy, and another name was Horrid the Messiah. Those were the two names that were the biggest, always on repeat,
Mm-hmm.
that I must bring to the show. What do you do to your audience, Joe? Do you give them sweets? What's happening, Joe? Yeah?
It's consistency,
Oh,
Like the streets, they know what they need,
uh,
Just give the people what they need and they'll give you the love that you deserve.
true that, true that.
Mm-hmm.
I. Okay, so tell me, though, let's start from the beginning. Where you from, actually?
From the west side, West Rand, in a small town called Bramfisha. That's literally where I grew up. Me and my niggas, the west side government, literally.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Bramfisha, Joe. There's a Bramfisha in Soweto that I grew up next to. Every Bramfisha that I've ever known is dangerous. Yeah?
Yeah, it's quite,
Ne?
yeah, it's basically the trenches, like it's a hood, it's a place where you just need to know what you got. You just need to know what you want. I mean to say, if you riding everybody's wave, you're gonna get lost, like literally. But if you know what you want and you keep striving towards your goal,
Mm.
I tell you everything gonna be proper.
Yeah, though. So tell me about your upbringing, my G. Like, tell me about your upbringing in the West Rand, what you've seen, you know what I'm saying, and how that influenced you into your music, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I grew up around a lot of people who like playing soccer,
Yeah,
So I was also a soccer head. They used to call me my 10-10.
sure.
So from since I was young, actually, I always had this thing for music. As my mom used to tell me, like I used to sing in a taxi, have the people astonished, like, yo, this kid is like two, but he knows like the lyrics of a song from the head. And dad, when my mom used to tell me those stories, would be like, damn. And at the same time, like a soccer head, it just hit me at a point. I think I was like 5, and my neighbor K Kushi was a rapper at the time, and I was like, yo, cuz, listen, man, I'm trying to rap. He wrote me my first raps, and when I was doing grade 3, that's when I actually hit the studio for the first time, recorded my first song, and that
Wow.
was it. And I started taking it from there till right now, actually.
When I was in grade 3, I was watching, it was a show called Wild Room on your TV. I know
Damn.
nothing about music, though. You're already
Yeah,
hustling then,
I
you
was
with
already
the.
hustling. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
alright, dope, dope. Hey, Doug, so listening to your music, tell me about your dad, my G. Like when you growing up and how of an influence that he was, because you say in your song that he doesn't take no breaks
Oh yeah.
from work. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know what
Mm-hmm.
an off day is. And how
Mm-hmm.
does that influence you, my G?
My dad is somebody who always tells me that if you want something, you gotta go work for it. Like growing up with this music, he used to photocopy a whole lot of Tupac lyrics. Like as soon as he realized that, yo, I'm trying to hop into the music domain, he wanted me to be somebody influential. Like all of us know how much impact Tupac has in music, right?
Mm,
So my dad just wanted me to be the same type of figure. So he used to photocopy a whole lot of Tupac and just explain each and every line to me, showing me how poetry goes with music. And me saying those lines, it's something. As I grow up, I'm starting to understand what type of person that
mm,
he is. I
mm.
see that, yo, this nigga's always at the job, like he's always working, and that kind of puts me in a place where I'm like, yo, let me work to an extent that I can at least blow up or make something lucrative while he's still alive, so that I can give this nigga a break. Cause like my whole
Sure.
life, my dad been working like half of my primary, like he wasn't living with me. He would come like only on the weekends, you see. So
Yeah.
that too. hmm
Oh, you got a good head on your shoulders, bro. Alright, so tell me now, break 3. I'm watching Wild Room. You out there hustling, you know what I'm saying, making
Yeah.
music. Tell me about your first raps, Joe, when you're releasing. What's
Uh,
happening there?
what happened was my first raps, they were not released like on streaming platforms and stuff. My first raps were just things, Bluetooth, hit up a homie like, yo, bro, I just recorded. Come listen to this, you know. Then I send it to you via Bluetooth. I started actually dropping music straight up in 2019. You know, that's when the whole YungKiddReezy thing came about. Because back then I was Young Kiddo, you know.
Okay.
I got the name Reezy, grade 6. Then that's where YungKiddReezy came about. See, so like I was Young Kiddo back in the days, grade 3. I was... My first raps, they were written for me. Then the second till today, like all of those were written by me. Like the person they were writing them, who was actually teaching me how to structure everything. Because at the time I was like grade 1. At the time I didn't actually know how to like write. Then grade 3, that's when I actually hit the studio. So it's like grade 1, he was writing them for me, teaching me the English, everything. Basically, my mom was actually teaching me the English. She just wanted me to be a smart kid, you know. She would have me reading at the crib, like, yo, read, just read. I wouldn't like go out for like 3 days. And when I met Kushi, the rap started coming in. Grade 3, I started recording, and it was a Bluetooth thing until 2019.
Yeah. Alright. One thing I will say about you, my G, compared to your peers, you're very introspective in your music, my G. I can tell you take time in your writing.
Bitch, I am broke. I ain't gon' trip. I show my Nikes, you asked for the whip. Had to pay rent. Told my landlord, little bitch, I spend all that shit on my trip. Suck on my dick, I bust on your lip. Do that little shit where you bounce on my D. I stepped in this beat with 2 fake IDs. My name's all I need, like doobie doobie. Smoke on my weed, doobie. I'm higher than canopy season.